behind this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down throw, Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A give to Drake running left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it'll bring up third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. first and goal. Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the Porsche rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go. Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now on first down, Drake again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. And this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On the give, this is Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, hey, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Back near his goal line. Here's Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Keenum on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Keenum on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's caught by Treadwell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Quick strip. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Now it's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's 3rd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Keenum. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun, Keenum. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go in.
He's got daylight. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Red zone opportunity. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Right back to Drake. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tannehill now to throw. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Keenum now on first down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Watch it now, boy. Philly. Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A toss to Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Landry brushes him off. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A give running right, Drake. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start the drive with Cook. He's got room to run past the 20. And a cutback right sideline. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right near the 39. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game.